Yeah.
Alright. It's a good angle for you?
Perfect. Right. I want to try something different too. Crunch down the abs a little bit today. Nice, yeah.
Crunch it like this or like...
No need to lean back right there. And kind of blow it out a little bit. Good. Yeah, it's sharpened up. Good, turn the hips a little more towards the left wall. Nice. Yep. Let's keep moving.
And then the back.
Yes, sir. I think you can get a little wider. Around this, bring the shoulders towards me a little. There you go, good. I'll come back around.
Turn around.
Yep. And crunch down again. There it is, right there. Good. And you do some biceps just for fun. Nice. Yeah. That's awesome.
What's up, guys? I got my coach Randy over here.
What's up?
Introduce yourself.
I'm Randy. Been working with Ahmad now for what, 3-4 years?
I think 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
So fast.
One of the owners of Revolutionized Nutrition. I oversee all the nutrition here, as well as we work with the bodybuilders and all that good stuff.
Man, we're gonna kill it this cut.
This is it, yeah. You put all the work in, now it's time to show off and have some fun. I think if people saw that first year product, they wouldn't believe you're the same person.
I'll put up a picture as you talk and show.
Yeah, it looks like you ate that guy.
But Randy's been with me for four years.
Or so, yeah.
And yeah, we've made so many adjustments, so much improvements, and we're just ramping up.
That's it. The more, he learns his body, I learn his body.
Yeah.
We're kind of able to pick and choose our spots where we can push intensity-wise.
Yeah.
And as he'll tell you guys all the time, it's day in, day out. It never stops, and that consistency is what gets you.
Never stops. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you,
We're
guys.
gonna move on to going on about the strategy for this cut and the workout strategy. I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys. Thank you for meeting my coaches, Randy and Michelle. They're great people. They've helped me when I was competing for my competition. They've helped me when I first came to them. I think it's been since 2017, end of 2017. They got me on track. I was never tracking my macros before. I was just working out and I really didn't care about what I was eating. And now I'm very conscientious of how I'm eating, and it's going to actually translate into what I'm talking about today. But they're great people, and I'm truly blessed to have them as my coaches. This video is going to be about my strategy for this cut, how I'm going to cut with my diet and my technique in terms of working out. And I don't want to go into it too long because I'm probably going to be talking more in depth about the diet and the workout techniques later in the vlog as I move on in the cut. But just to give you guys a quick overview of what I'm doing and how it's going to get me shredded. So we'll start into the diet. Before I actually go into the diet, I actually made a video about tracking your macros, how to track your macros, or how to decide the amount of calories you're supposed to eat, and then divvy those calories up in grams to proteins, carbs, and fats, and then using those as a way to track your daily caloric intake with whatever foods you're eating using a food scale and MyFitnessPal. I will have a video of myself, a day in the life of eating in my cut, probably next week or in a few weeks, of what I'm eating and how I'm tracking it as well. But just to give you guys a broad example, I will be tracking my macros, and to go specific, my macros right now are 200 grams of protein a day, 250 grams of carbs a day, and 80 grams of fats a day. And what I think is going to happen as we move on in this cut is the carbs are definitely going to go down and the proteins are definitely going to go up. The fats, I probably will end the cut with the fats being around 65 to 60 grams of fats. But the carbs are or the carbs will be the most of the drop will happen with the carbs as the cut moves on. And just to give you guys some context as to the third month, which I believe is going to be the toughest month of the cut. I'm a Muslim, so if you guys don't know, Ramadan is the month of fasting. Ramadan is the month of us Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset. I believe that the first day of Ramadan is maybe 8:01 or 8. And Ramadan starts April 12th, so it's not exactly in the third month of my cut, but it's 2 weeks into it, essentially. And yeah, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy because we can't eat, we can't drink water until like 8:01, 8, depending on when the actual time to break fast is. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I'm going to have a lot of mental fatigue, especially with my carbs being that low in the last month of the cut. But I do believe, so this usually happens to me in Ramadan, and I'm sure other people will testify to this as well. In Ramadan, the first week is probably the hardest because you're getting used to it. You're getting used to the fast, regardless of where you are in your diet, whether you're bulking, cutting, or you're not tracking, or whatever the case is. The first week is always the hardest because you're not eating, you're not drinking water. And for me, because I am working and I am doing a lot of things out on the side, it's just not going to be easy. But I do believe that as the cut moves on into the second week and the third week, it will get better. But the only thing is this: there's obviously the bad thing is I'm not eating, and I'm definitely going to feel the effects. But the good thing is because the carbs will be so low at that time, that's what I'm assuming. Obviously, my coach is the one who decides the carbs for me. Because the carbs will be a little lower, depending, whatever it's going to be. I would think that until I break fast, I'm not going to have any carbs. Then when I break fast at 8, I'm not going to stay up until 2 a.m. to have 6 meals or 5 meals or 4 meals. I'm probably going to have like 3 large meals. So I'm going to have a lot of carbs, right? A lot of carbs at my disposal for that 4-hour period from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. because that's when I plan probably to sleep. And I think it's going to help me, especially, in the cut because I have a lot of carbs to eat. But like I said, Ramadan's going to be a challenge for me, especially with working out as well, because the way I work out, and this is leading me to my next point, which is my workout technique. How am I going to work out now, and how am I going to work out in Ramadan? So the way I work out is fast-paced. I am a fast-paced type of person. If you've ever seen me at the gym, if you're my friend and you've seen me work out in the gym, you've probably seen my phone out on the timer mode. Like I don't use my phone in the gym. I literally have the stopwatch mode. I have the stopwatch on, and I time my breaks. It's usually 30 seconds to 45 seconds. I don't care if I'm doing a superset, a tricep, a drop set. My breaks are very low. And the volume of my workouts are a lot of sets, but in terms of the sets, in terms of the weight I'm doing, it's very heavy. And the reason why I do this is because I believe that sometimes we get comfortable with what we do in our plan, and we don't really challenge ourselves, right? Our body gets used to what we do. So if you're going into the gym for your first week with a plan that you made and you do very well with it, the second week you start to do very well with it, and then the third week you start to digress into doing less well, and then the fourth week is less well, and then you're not really challenging yourself. So for me personally, I'm always stressing the fact that if I'm doing 6 reps of a dumbbell curl, I'm doing 6 reps of a dumbbell curl, meaning these 6 reps are the 6 reps I can only do with that weight. I'm not going to pick up a 35 or a 40 or 45 and do 6 reps and say, oh, I have 4 reps to go, but I said I'm doing 6 reps. So in terms of the weight scheme, I'm going very heavy. And as you see in the vlogs, as we move on, you'll see like different workouts that I'm doing. I have a lot of volume to my workouts, and I have a lot of sets that I'm doing. I have a lot of workouts that I'm doing. I'm very specialized in terms of what I want to do with my workouts. For example, if I'm working on my back, it's sucks to see that people they don't really know the anatomy of their back, the muscles that are in the back, because the back is just not one muscle. Obviously, the back contains a lot of muscles. The back just does not contain the lats and the lower back, right? You have the upper traps, obviously what you see when you do your shrugs, but you also have the middle traps and the lower traps. And under the traps you have the rhomboids, and then on top of the lats you have the teres major and the minor. So and then I could even go as far as to say that the rear deltoids are kind of part of the back, because whenever you're doing any type of a row for your upper back, it's gonna hit your rear delts somehow. So I'm very specialized in my training, but I also add the volume and I also add the weight scheme, the weight scheme to that type of training, because I want those muscles to grow. You have to get gritty with the back workouts. You have to get gritty with the chest workouts, because a lot of people tend to be scared of working out their back because they know it's a lot of heavy lifting, but you have to do it. You obviously have to ensure that you're doing great, the right technique, right form, and you're able to feel like the muscles you're working out. So if I'm trying to work out my lats, I want to be able to do at least 1 to 2 sets of for example, seated cable rows, just so I can stretch my lower lats out, or stretch my lats out and stretch it and then bring it back for at least 15 reps. And then that will prime me if I'm doing heavy T-bar rows, right? If I'm doing heavy T-bar rows and I bring it down, I'm stretching my lats out and I bring it back, and I feel my lats contracting as if I was doing the lat spread when you're in a competition. So you want to have that visualization, especially because you can't see your back, because your back is at the back. That's a stupid, corny joke, but I'm getting too comfortable on camera. So, that's my workout technique, right? If I could summarize this video for my workout technique, it is low rest time. Right, if you're looking to get shredded, low rest time, 30 to 45 seconds. Don't play around with it. Don't go to the gym and talk to people within your sets. Do it either before your workout or after your workout. I think you should do it after your workout. And so 30 to 45 seconds, and then heavy weights. Make sure that you have great form. You don't want to have shitty form, otherwise you will get injured. And we know that sucks, because you don't want to be out for a while after you get injured. And then the last thing is a lot of volume, but be smart with the volume. Make sure you know what you're working out. So instead of using the back as an example, let's use your biceps, right? Your biceps are comprised of the inner bicep, the outer bicep, and you could even say the when you do the hammer curls, the brachialis. And how do you target these muscles, right? So if you're doing an inner easy bar curl, it's gonna work out the outer bicep. If you're doing an outer easy bar curl, it's gonna work the inner bicep. If you're doing a hammer curl, it's gonna work the brachialis. It's gonna really show as you start to shred down. And people are gonna see like, wow, this guy, his muscles are so defined. They're so striated. They have that definition. They have that line. How does he do that? Or how does she do that? You really want to understand the anatomy. Maybe we could go into that for another video, because this will take too much time. But yeah. And then the last thing I forgot to mention is cardio. Cardio. So, actually I just made the change right now. I personally don't like doing cardio after my workouts because I'm already tired, I'm already shot. So I decided that I'm going to be doing cardio in the morning before work or during my lunchtime because I'm working from home. There's a gym that's right by me that like 2 minutes away from me that I could do cardio at. So the way I did it is I believe there's two for a week. In the week, I have 2 HIIT sessions. One, so they're both on the treadmill, and I break it down in 2-minute intervals. So 4 sets of 2-minute intervals at like speed 7. I'm running, and then I take a minute break. Like I slow down, I walk. I do this 4 times, and I'm doing this 2 times a week. And then the other 3 sessions are low intensity. So I'm on the Stairmaster, and I'm probably going for about 30 minutes. And I'm also doing abs after the workout as well. So basically I have 2 sessions, but I don't really call them 2 sessions because I'm not doing 2 lifting sessions. I'm doing 1 cardio and ab and then lifting session afterward. And I'm still playing around with this, so there may be some changes, especially especially in Ramadan. I don't know how I'm going to be doing this in Ramadan. It's thankfully, as you guys have seen in my posing video, I am leaner. I am leaner than someone would start in a cut. So hopefully I get very lean. I get close to being shredded before Ramadan, or at least before April 12, and then we'll think of a strategy, because I don't want to create a strategy now. Then I get to Ramadan and I'm not where I'm supposed to be, or I am where I'm supposed to be, and we're not in sync. So I want to be able to come into Ramadan and say, okay, I'm here. Me and my coach can say, okay, we're here. What do we want to do? And then we can make a plan and execute that plan. So that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming and watching this video. Thank you guys. See you later.